mean, we're legit fall vibe now for this whole week. For us, that means cooler weather. For the folks, though, in the Atlantic regions, the Caribbean, they really have to be concerned with tropical weather because this is the time of the year when hurricane season is really ramping up, and this is a beast of nature. Look at this. This is Irma right now on the satellite imagery. Looks like a classic textbook hurricane. It's a Cat 4 right now, and you can see where the U.S. is in relation to where she's located right now. Now, what we've got on Irma is that winds are sustained to about 150 miles an hour. Movement is west at 14. That puts it in the track or somewhere around Puerto Rico, perhaps Haiti and the Dominican Republic here. Days to come. I'll show you the track in just one moment. It's moving west at about 14 miles an hour. It's expected to stay a major hurricane as it approaches all the islands here, Haiti and the Dominican Republic, Cuba, the Bahamas, and here's Florida. So the question is, does it make a landfall in Florida, or does it continue to track south of Florida and then get back out into the Gulf? From there, where does it go? We know the water is exceptionally warm there. We're going to keep an eye on this one, surely, for days to come. The end of this takes it out to about 5 days' time. So as we approach the weekend is when we'll be looking for a potential landfall, maybe in the state of Florida. If not, then we'll keep tracking it. And what we're looking at is 57 degrees for Midway right now, 50 for McHenry, 51 degrees for DeKalb. I've got dry conditions on the radar. Forecast highs that will range today from 64 degrees in McHenry all the way up to about 72 in Portage and in Gary. Still cooler than average. We may see a rogue shower on the breeze because the breeze will be up today. Clouds build tonight, and then into the day tomorrow you can expect to find some spotty showers, about 66 for the high temperature. 7-day planner takes us out with highs in the 60s. Look at that. Most of this week we'll barely see the 70s going into the weekend, Derek.
Join us over here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, you just got some new information that we're working on.
Yeah.
Right, evacuations.
I'm trying to flesh out here basically where they're evacuating. It's Monroe County, which is the Florida Keys, and it's basically for visitors, people, non-essential people there, visitors who are on vacation. It may be like time to get out. Yeah, because I'll tell you what, there are a lot of people who fly into the airport down in Key West, but most people drive the overseas highway.
Sure.
So once you're cut off and a hurricane comes through, you really cannot get, you're cut off for quite a while, essentially. If any of those bridges were to go out, it would be a long time in the making. So sorry, that's where I was.
No, it's okay.
I'm trying to figure out the latest.
We get it.
I am. All right, we're looking at Navy Pier right here. Very different picture from what we may see tomorrow, where we're going to have more cloud cover and some showers. But for right now, it's a beautiful fall-like day. Temperatures definitely on the cool side. Here's the latest on Irma as we continue to track it again, looking at the potential for there to be evacuations in days to come if the track holds as it is right now. We're looking at tropical weather. This is Hurricane Irma, Category 5, classic textbook hurricane shape here as it's approaching the Leeward Islands. Now, right now, it is a Category 5 storm. And if we widen out to the bigger picture, you'll see that in the way between Irma and the U.S. mainland would be the Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, Haiti and the Dominican Republic, Cuba, all the Bahamas here, and then you hit Miami. Past that, the Gulf of Mexico, more warm water, Texas, Louisiana, all these areas. So this is certainly something we're going to need to continue to track. It winds to 180 right now, which makes it a Category 5 storm. Looking at winds moving on off to the west at about 14 miles per hour. And watch the track here, a 5 all the way past Puerto Rico. Looks like as of right now, the center of the hurricane center track would keep the center just north of all these islands, which would put it in a worst case scenario, really, for folks along portions of South Florida. Again, the Florida Keys are right here. That's why they're looking at this very, very carefully. Here's South Florida. Could it be an issue for the West Coast, the East Coast? Pretty much the entire state's going to need to keep an eye on this. Now, if it were to shoot the Florida Straits right here and through, it could potentially be an issue as well for Louisiana or for Texas, and so it bears watching, obviously. We have some beach hazards ourselves as well, nothing even close to that. What we're looking at are our Indiana beaches with a high risk of rip currents today, waves anywhere from 3 to 5 feet, so not the best day for swimmers. It's kind of cold anyway. We've got 65 degrees at Midway, 63 O'Hare, 62 Waukegan, 64 degrees from McHenry and Aurora. Your radar picture right here is going to be nice and dry. Maybe a scattered shower on the breeze. Right now, the breeze is going up. We've got a 16-mile-an-hour flow at O'Hare and Gary, 13 for Midway and Valparaiso, a 10-mile-an-hour breeze around Joliet. Forecast highs today. This is not feeling like we'd like this time of the year. We'd like to see the extreme upper 70s, low 80s. That's a little bit closer to average, but instead we're upper 60s, low 70s. In fact, most of us in the 60s today. Let's think positively though and go for a high of about 70. Sunny skies, a quick shower out there at 70 the high, and then again into the next couple of days we're down in the 60s. Maybe some scattered showers holding the temperature down to the mid 60s Wednesday, Thursday, but then we do go up only to the low 70s. So we're getting a real early start to fall temperature-wise.
Interesting.
Feels like back to school weather.
It does.
Thanks, Megan.